And for the final leg of the triple trio, we head back onto the all-weather for this race. And again, it's a very even field. It's over the 1,650 metres and it's a Class 4. Double Take gets that £7 claim for Alfie Chan, but a wider draw. Smart Folks, the blinkers are off. The pacifiers go on again. Flash Famous has been a 4-time winner in this grade. He's on the class drop. V Chevalier, 3-time victor over the 1650, but all at Happy Valley. He makes his first appearance on the all-weather. Dealmaker's had a stable change. He's gone from Jimmy Ting and joins the Chris So stable. Chater Pin's all-weather debut. Lucky Star was held up last time. Yes, Weekend's been racing over a little further lately, and Fairy Floss up from Class 5 in good form, having 1, 2 and dead heated. 3 of his last 5 starts, with Blotting Paper, Tom, rolling to the lead.
Yeah, and Blotting Paper in this contest has drawn barrier number 8 for Tony Piccone. Led last time out, but was beaten at 9 1/4 length. Smart Folks might join him. Dealmaker there in gate number 3 for Neil Callan. He's a horse that's rolled forward in the past. You've got Jane Theatre, looks a little tricky for Super Fast. He ran well on the surface a couple of runs ago. Lady First somewhere in midfield. London Lucky Star, Double Taken, Fairy Floss towards the rear.
We've got 4 horses in this first replay to have a look at, Paul, and it's a Double Take who runs second, Lady First third. So this is a couple of starts ago for Lady First and last time out for Double Take.
Yeah, so Super Fast is going to find it tricky, I think, from his draw. Lady First, we know this horse is consistent without winning that often. Double Take goes nice enough, and London Lucky Star hit the line strongly. So all 4 legitimate chances.
He was a bit slow away, Double Take, but he had that perfect run up the rail there. Super Fast, I'm concerned with the draw. Lady First, I haven't got him in, but he's normally there or thereabouts. And London Lucky Star had a few excuses to last time out, but did make some ground from the rear.
What about Piano Solo, Tom? He's a horse that comes onto this surface for the first time, but he hasn't been able to take full advantage of some good rides from good barriers recently.
No, he's got an ordinary draw this time round to Piano Solo, so I didn't quite get him in the end. I thought last time out probably had every chance, beaten by Manna from Heaven, who, well, up until this one was a Class 5 horse, so I've left him out.
Yeah, I have too. I thought he had every chance in that race as well. Got a perfect ride, but couldn't finish it off. It's just a change in surface, but he's drawn 13.
The next replay features a horse that Tom touched on not too long ago in London Lucky Star. There he is, Paul, back in the field in those blue colours. He's one to watch in this replay because he runs into plenty of traffic problems.
He does, and he still stays on nicely. Look, he's still a maiden, London Lucky Star, but he has run the odd good race before. Lady First, this is probably a sort of a below par run for him because he is quite consistent. And the Blotting Paper had a really soft lead, but you can see just managed to hang on there for third.
Yeah, and Gold Comet on this night absolutely demoralised the rest of the field, and he was quite one-paced over the final stages. There was Blotting Paper. His win came over 1,200 metres, so I think he might be a little suspect over 1,650.
Now, this is one of the best parts of racing to win coming up here. Tom, you don't like Fairy Floss, but Paul, you do, and I love when you two get a bit aggro.
Well, Fairy Floss, I think, is one that I've got in the numbers. I haven't got him on top, Fairy Floss, but he's been very consistent leading into this race. Look, that was down in a grade, but he has raced in this grade before without success, but he wasn't in form in that time.
There's a total contradiction. You don't like, you like him, Paul, and haven't got him on top. I don't like him, but I do have him on top, even though he's unplaced from 6 starts in the grade. He won with a bit of authority there last time out, so would I banker him? No. But does he need to be in the numbers? Yes.
OK, so well, he's not on top for you, Paul. Who is?
I'm going to make my long shot in this race. A horse called V Chevalier. He's won 3 times this season over the 1,650 metres at Happy Valley. Now comes onto the surface for the first time. He's by Ocean Park, and he works really well on the surface. The horse is going well. He ran a really nice race on the turf last time at Sha Tin, behind Fantastic Show. I think coming onto the surface for the first time, I think he can run a bit of a race. He's 25 to 1 as well. So we'll make him the each-way player of the day. Yes, we can. He was just beaten here recently as well. Yes, we can, when he did run second 3 starts ago behind Double Take. Fairy Floss in there for third, and London Lucky Star's been unlucky last time. So 5, 12, 13, 11 outside the square in the last leg of the triple trio.
13, 5, 1 and 9. I've gone within the final leg of the TT. Fairy Floss on top, but with no real confidence. I thought he was under a nice enough hold in his recent barrier trial, but up in class is the big concern. But he seems to be going well at the moment, so maybe back up in class just might suit him with the lightweight. V Chevalier, I've got him in. He's been racing well enough, tries the surface for the first time. He's been consistent, a little negative though, drawn gate number 11, but he travelled well and loomed up out wider last time out with that midfield run. Got double take there, and Sha Tin's trying the surface for the first time. Better runs his last few, so maybe he can bob up on the surface for the first time. 13, 5, 1 and 9.
So there it is, the preview for race number 6, the third and final leg of the Triple Trio, and the early favourite for reference points, Smart Folks. He's come up at 5.1 for race number 6.